All right, gang, today's the day. The free agency free fall is officially here. MLB free agency unlimited opens now. Let's get into it. Happy Monday. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you enjoyed a great weekend. So, MLB free agency is here. Today's actually a big day because the deadline to offer players qualifying offers is also today. And MLB teams have to make a decision on who to offer and who not to offer a qualifying offer by 4 p.m. Central Time, which is 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay? And they got to decide who's going to get it and who's going to get it. And there are some Yankee targets who will likely get it, maybe just one, and some Yankee targets will not get it. So, and we'll get into that. And I'll have this list for you later on today. So if you're not subbed to this channel right now, please hit that sub button. Okay? That's and if you do, hit the notification bell as well. That way that when the info comes in or any info comes in, you're one of the first people to get it. And I thank you so much for it. Okay? But free agency is here, right? Across the board. There are players, everyone that's available. Infield, outfield, catcher, pitcher, you name it. Okay? And we've talked about, and I've gone over which players have had their player options or team options declined or exercised. So we know that regard. And there's still a couple of more days left in the option deadline. It's not until the 10th. So players and teams that may need a couple more days to decide whether they're going to come back to their team or become a free agent, there's still a few more days for that too. So I'll get those out to you as well as it comes in too. But today, teams can sign anybody they want. Now, one more option move has happened already this morning. Toronto Blue Jays have optioned, or they exercised Chad Green, relief pitcher, former Yankee reliever Chad Green's option for 2024 and 2025. So they're bringing him back as part of a 3-year deal, and he's going to be exercised, so he'll be with them 24 and 25. A reliable reliever, so it's just no surprise. And happy for him. Happy for him. They need some more bullpen pieces there, as do the Yankees. So, and the free agent list has gotten bigger over the last week. We know that. And there's a couple other things too. So next week is the 17th. That's the deadline for non-tender deadline, for non-tenders. So this is when teams can decide to tender a contract or not tender a contract to arbitration players. And the Yankees still have several folks that are eligible, that are candidates for the non-tender list. They moved on from 6 guys last week. We know that. Sounds like they're going to non-tender a bunch more. So they've already cleared a bunch of roster spots. It sounds like they're going to clear more and payroll room to make room for to move prospects up to protect them from Rule 5, for trades, and free agency. Just got a neighbor saying hi. So there's a lot more stuff that's going to be happening. I'll keep you updated on all of it. But the question I have, okay, because now is the time when the Japanese players and the Korean players, teams can start negotiating with them and so on and so forth. And again, and I keep in mind too, like I would temper our expectations. Just, the free agency opening now doesn't mean 100 players are going to get signed today or 50 players wanted. This is now when teams can negotiate with agents for players that are in other teams or free agents as well. So, we're going to get drips and drabs over the next several days, several weeks as we lead up to the winter meetings where things start to pick up. But I expect a couple of moves of significance to happen before that. So, and again, the non-tender deadline's next weekend, the 17th, next week. The Yankees will probably move on from some more guys. They'll clear up some more room, and they'll get some more payroll back too. So, but the question I have for you, what if Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and this isn't him, doesn't come to the Yankees? Do you know who this guy is? It's the SHOTA IMINAGA. Why do I bring him up? Well, he's one of the lefty aces from Japan. Okay, well, he is the lefty ace from Japan. Okay, and there's an article right now that I'm going to put attached down below for you from Yanks Go Yard that talks about, and it's the title of it's WC proved, the World Baseball Classic proved, Yankees' possible Yoshinobu Yamamoto alternative could be just as good. If Yamamoto, and it sounds like Yamamoto's contract's probably going to be at $200 million, maybe even higher. Is that too rich for the Yankees' blood? Probably not, but does that prevent them from making as many moves that they need to make that we want them to make? I don't know. None of us do. I'm not going to speculate either. I mean, we still haven't yet to hear from Hal Steinbrenner. Brian Cashman's going to be addressing reporters and media tomorrow. I'll have some info for you on that when that happens. So we just don't know. And this is the guy they've been scouting him hard. They were there multiple times to see him pitch. Cashman was there. Omar Minaya was there. A lot of the Yankees brass was there. They've even sent
executives over there as well. So he's the guy, right? He's the flashy guy. IMINAGA, I'll put out a photo of him again. He doesn't come with the same hype. He doesn't come with the same expectations, but he also doesn't come with the same gargantuan contract. So if they feel, or let's just say that he signs elsewhere. Now, San Francisco has said that they're not going to get outbid for him, but we'll believe it when we see it too, right? San Francisco is also not a large market, and he said that he wants to play in a large market. So that counters that, but we'll see. You never know. Money talks, right? Boston's been chatted about. Mets have been chatted about, like Dodgers. We just don't know. Dodgers are also favored for Ohtani. Like, we have no idea what's going to happen, especially with the Japanese players. This is going to take some time. And again, it takes 45 days, or there's a 45-day period for a player itself to decide which team he wants to negotiate with. And when that team wins that right to negotiate, they have 30 days to settle for a contract. And the posting fee that goes along with it. And if they can't accomplish that within that 30-day window, the player has to go back to Japan and cannot be posted again until the following year. Just one thing that everybody needs to know. That's the rule, Japanese rule, the WBC system. So, on MPB, excuse me, World Baseball Classics, WBC. So, an MPB baseball system in Japan, that's the rule. Everybody. So, SHOTA IMINAGA represents, and I'll give you some stats here, okay? He's 29, he's approaching his age 30 season. He's got 1,129 innings pitched, 1,183 Ks, okay? 296 career ERA with a 74 and 55 career record. Now, he's been in the Japanese Pro Baseball League for 8 years, so he's missing one more year would have made him probably eligible to not receive a posting fee, so he will come with a posting fee. But it's not going to be the maximum like Yamamoto would. Masahiro Tanaka was signed with the Yankees for $155 million. The Yankees paid the $20 million maximum fee for posting fees. Yamamoto is going to cost more than that. So that's just a fact, especially after what he did the other day. 138 pitches, 14 strikeouts, absolute domination. So and again, there'll be a transition period, but it sounds like he'll be worth mostly every penny too. And we're really, really hoping that the Yankees get him. But if he doesn't, this guy is probably the next best thing. He's the credible alternative from the lefty side. So it could be a more reliable lefty than Carlos Rodon has been. So it's just something to think about. And again, if you can get him at the contract, let's just say it's half the price. Let's say it's $100 million instead of $200 million, right? That saves money for them to potentially do a Soto and a Bellinger if they can, if it's even possible. Other teams are going to jump on these guys too. Or if they want guys like Candelario and Soto and Kiermaier, or Soto and Brendan Donovan, or Bellinger and Brendan Donovan and Josh Hader. This pitcher might allow them to make these types of moves, whereas Yamamoto might not allow it to happen because of the size of his contract. And Hal's already said he does not want to exceed the Cohen threshold, which has been bumped from $293 in 2023 to $297 million in 2024. So it's up $4 million. But he said that he does not want to exceed that. How can they do it? I mean, yeah, obviously, Soto, Bellinger, and Yamamoto would be freaking awesome, but that would also require them, I think, to trade Torres and Rizzo and some other guys as well, on top of non-tendering players. So don't know if they have within them to make all those moves. Torres is definitely a tradable guy. He has value. I think they'll likely make that move. This speculation that in a Soto trade they might add Rizzo, since the Padres don't necessarily want to go on a rebuild and they want somebody who can still perform at the major league level, and a healthy Rizzo can do that. But I don't know if that's going to happen. That could just be speculation. We have no idea. We're going to probably have to offer them a lot of pitching and a lot of prospects on the outfield side, and it's just going to cost a lot for a guy like Soto. And I don't expect it to happen right away either. I expect it to happen later on in the offseason. But the Yankees would be wise to not wait for that and not address other positions as well. They need to address other positions. And an ace pitcher from Japan will be a good start. Okay, we want Yamamoto, but if we can't get Yamamoto, IMINAGA is a good option. And so is Yuki Matsui, who's a lefty closer too. The Yankees are also looking for a bullpen arm. Well, you can get both of them for less than it's going to cost to get Yamamoto himself.
Okay, but again, Yamamoto is our first choice, mine too. But they need to be prepared, and I think we need to be prepared too, so that if it doesn't happen, we at least have options. We know who the options are. So I wanted to point that guy out, and we've talked about him again. And I'm going to attach the article down below so you can read for it yourself, and you let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, and if anything comes out today, no matter what it is, you're going to get it. You'll get the qualifying offer list later on when that comes out, but you'll get anything else that comes out too. Have a great day, everybody. Peace and love. Talk to y'all next time.